You can live in the guest house, your adult children can live in the guest house, your teenager who makes a lot of noise can live in the guest house.
With Annie to Kauai.
Life is short. Buy the beach house, live the dream. I'm told 60% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if that applies to you, please like and subscribe below. So in 2022, the County of Kauai updated their guest house rules and regulations. Prior to the change, a guest house could be no more than 500 interior feet. A guest house can now have 800 interior feet. And the difference between 500 and 800 is a lot. The County of Kauai added one more regulation, which is that you have to provide off-street parking. They have to have parking on the property as well. One of the reasons why the County of Kauai made this change, enlarging guest house rights, is because of our current housing crisis. They did a study at the time and found that Kauai had a deficit of 1,400 dwelling units. We were lacking 1,400 dwelling units for just the current population. They also project that by 2035, we'll need 9,000 more. So they've done a few things. One is that they changed their ADU and ARU rules and regulations. There's a link to a video I did in the description below. And they've updated the capacity that you can build a guest house. Now, the County of Kauai will not let you have on the same property both a guest house and an ADU. If you own a residentially zoned property, you probably want to go with an ADU because it allows for more and there's more flexibility. Watch the video, ask any questions you have about that. But not every property qualifies for an ADU or an ARU. If it's not residentially zoned, you're not going to get either of those buildings. So what happens if you have like an ag lot or an open zoning lot? What are your options then? Well, maybe you can get the rights and the permits to build a guest house. Some lots come with guest house rights. It's common practice that when someone CPRs an ag subdivision, take a parcel of 10 acres and they CPR it into 6. One of those 6 is going to have guest house rights. Does not always happen, but it's typical. So if you can get the lot with guest house rights, it's probably the premier lot in that ag subdivision. What qualifies as 800 square feet? So it's 800 square feet of ground coverage. So that's from the interior of an exterior wall and in. 800 square feet. Could you have a loft? Most do. Can you have a full kitchen? You currently can build a full kitchen in guest house on Kauai. With 500 square feet, it's probably one person, maybe a couple. 800 square feet, you could probably have a child or two. There are a lot of Hawaiian plantation homes that are less than 800 square feet, right? This, although is a small house, wouldn't be considered a tiny home on Kauai. This would be a normal sized small home. The 800 square feet does not include any exterior lanai space, an awning, or any other exterior space that you may build. Now, why do people typically want a guest house? They're going to use it in some capacity. Maybe they use it for a home office. We do have a housing crisis. The county wants people to use dwellings to live in. If you can do that, that would be wonderful. You can live in your guest house. Your kids can live in your guest house. Your parents, your cousins, a 22-year-old son that has failed to launch. You have a very large seashell collection like I do. If you have an amazing Star Wars Lego collection, you could store it in your guest house. If your child is learning to play the trumpet, he could do it in the guest house, or you could rent it. Guest homes are not to be used as vacation rentals. Sometimes people have a caretaker for their property. That caretaker could live in their guest house. What a guest house does is it gives you options. You can use it in a lot of different ways, and people use them in a lot of different ways. It gives the property flexibility. The more options, the more flexibility a property has, really the more value it's giving. This is the second video I've done about adding dwellings to one lot. Additional dwelling units, additional rental units, and now guest homes. It can be confusing, right? Please watch the two videos. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'm here to help. And if you have questions, like and subscribe so I can help answer them for you.